Because every instructor sets up their Blackboard shell differently, I thought I would give you a tour of this Blackboard shell. When you first click on the course in Blackboard, you'll see this announcements page. Because the semester hasn't started yet, no announcements. I also send out announcements by email, so watch for those. If you go down below announcements, you can click on faculty information. You'll see a picture of me, when my office hours are, where you can find me, and all of that kind of stuff. Below that is the syllabus and schedule link, and here you'll find some very valuable information, specifically the schedule, which is what you see at the top here. For whatever reason, it always has it slid over, so if you move it over, you can see the beginning. You can click on this and it'll open it up in a new link, and you'll be able to see the entire thing easier. Now if we go back to Blackboard and scroll down, you'll also find the syllabus for the course, and you'll also find CWI's institutional syllabus and an online syllabus addendum. So you will want to make sure that you take a look at all of these, because there will be a quiz. Now, one of the links that you will probably be using the most will be the lectures and assignments. If you click in here, you will find an Ask a Question discussion board. This is a good place to ask me questions that don't relate specifically to your grade. So, for example, if you have a question about a topic or an about assignment, you can ask that question here, and I will answer it publicly. Also, if you go in there and you see something that has a topic line that you go, hey, I know something about that, you can go in and answer it. Anybody can answer the questions. Now, I have a kind of a pre-quiz. I want you to take this before you start reading anything. I'm going to compare this to an assessment at the end of the semester to see how well you learned the particular things that we want you to learn. But you'll get full points for both of these if you take it. So go ahead and take it. Don't worry about if your answers are wrong or right. So down below here, you'll find the welcome from me, where you actually get to see me. And then below that, after I finish this tour, you will find the tour for Blackboard. Then I have an explanation of study guides, I have a study guide, and then I start into what I call online lecture elements and the assignments. So let's go ahead and take a look at Chapter 1. So we click on that, and the first thing you see is the weekly objectives and due dates. And in here you will find out what you're supposed to read, the videos, interactive learning, what I want you to get out of it, and then assignments and due dates. Now there are, if you look over here in the menu off to the side, there are folders. So because this is the first week, I have two sets of lecture elements. I have what are called the Starting Strong lecture elements, and then I have the Chapter 1 lecture elements, and then below that I have the Week 1 assignments. Now you can click on the Week 1 assignments directly, and you will see all of these things in order as how I've presented them. You can click on them directly, but I would strongly recommend that you go through things at least the first time through in order. So going back to the weekly objectives and due dates, if I click over here, then I get the Starting Strong folder, and this has an explanation of what I want you to get out of the things that are in this folder. Then you click on, and there's the next thing that I want you to read, and then the next thing, and that way you're doing things in order of how I want them presented. Now if, say, I get through half of this, I go do something else, I come back, you can go ahead and click on where you stopped. Same thing with the assignments. I have these set up in order of due date, and I generally have information to go with the assignments along with it. So like here, I've got some explanation as to what each of the different assignments are intended to do. And if you click over, I've got some reminders of things that you need to do 4 points off of Blackboard, and so on and so forth. Now, below lectures and assignments, I have course documents. These are things that you will want to find that you don't necessarily want to have to scroll through the lectures and assignments to find. So, for example, directions. I've got all sorts of directions in here, like, oh, here's the first one, how to calculate your grades, how to open files in Blackboard, how to fill in a PowerPoint, all of that fun stuff. I also have all of the study guides together. So I have an explanation of the study guides, and I have all of the study guides, including the final study guide. And then I have PowerPoint slides that go with my recorded lectures, and then some information if you want it. Now, below that, we have a link for the exams. Now, I'm going to click on this, and you're not going to see anything, but you have something that explains why there's nothing there. When it is time to take the exam, you will be going to the testing and assessment centers. You'll need to sign up for a time to take the exams, and you will see the exam here during the time that it's available. So I wanted to make that easy, and so it's not associated with the particular chapter. Now, over in My Grades, you will see all of your grades and what they're worth. So, for example, we have the Connect Orientation. It's worth 4 points. I haven't taken it yet, so there's a dash there. Once I take it, you will see your score. And once if you have something that I've made comments on, you can click on either here or on the score, and you will see my comments. Well, that's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions.